Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell and comment. Today's tutorial will be all about how to do a very easy, simple smoky eye. This is one of my previous high school students, and I'm so proud of her. She just graduated Alabama State University, and now she majored in dance. This is going to be a 1, 2, 3 smoky eye. Okay, to get started, I'm using MAC Cosmetic Espresso eyeshadow to fill in her eyebrows. Now I'm using the MAC Cosmetic 242 brush to sculpt her eyebrows. I'm also using a light foundation or concealer to sculpt the eyebrows. When sculpting the eyebrow, I always love to fade the inside of the eyebrows to make it look as natural as possible. All of the products that I'm using will be listed in the description box. Now to conceal her concealer, I'll be using BlackOpal Stick Foundation in the shade Nutmeg. I'm just using a regular crease brush just to help me blend down the product around her eyebrows. This brush is just like the 242 brush, but it's a little bit more denser because I'm dealing with a cream foundation to sculpt the eyebrows. So I need something stronger that can help guide the foundation around it. I'm doing the same technique on the other side of the eyes. Just remember to get as close as possible to the eyebrows to hide the concealer. Don't forget to go in the inner corner of the eyes to fade it and shade it to make it look as natural as possible. Excuse my ashy hands, I've been washing them all day. You guys know why. Now I'm using the P. Louise base in the shade Room Number 2 as an eyeshadow base. This is going to be a 1, 2, 3 eyeshadow. For each eyeshadow color, I just use 3 different crease brushes. So I'm just using a light brown eyeshadow. As you can see, I am packing that color into the crease. Now I'm using another crease brush to pick up a dark brown color to place in the crease. Next, I'll be using a cream black base on the lid of the eye just to help me intensify the black. I know this might sound crazy, but my first color is always on the crease. My second color is in the socket of the crease. The more you do it, the more you'll imagine, okay, let me make sure this color fit in the socket of the crease so they can see all the shades. Please comment if you understand what I said. Next, you want to soften the edges around the black. Then you want to go back and just press some black eyeshadow on top of that eye cream base. The more you pat your product on, the more it will pop out. The only thing that's difficult with the smoky eye to me is blending out the edges. All you have to do is go back to each color that you place in the crease just to blend out the edges. Please comment if you follow me and understand what I'm saying. Next, I'll be using Amuse Cosmetic to do my liquid liner. All the products that I'm using will be listed in the description box. Next, I'll be using some concealer just to sharpen up my wing liner. After that, I like to use the eyelash base for my mink lashes because it makes it much easier for me to put on mink lashes. Now to prep and primer her skin, I'll be using Pond's Moisturizer. And I'll be using Urban Decay De-Slick Primer. It's a very good primer and it's super strong for oily skin. So using this product, less is more. Trust me. Next, I'll be using some NYX Orange Color Corrector to help me hide her dark areas. Okay, for her foundation, I'll be using a mixture of MAC Cosmetic Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC50 and NC45. All of my brushes will be listed in the description box. This is my favorite brush because it allows me to blend the foundation, concealer, or highlight, or contour very easy and quick. Take your time when you're working with hairline to make sure that the product doesn't get into the hair. And make sure you bring the foundation as close as possible to the eyebrow to blend out any lines of demarcation from the other foundation that you use to cover up the concealer. And make sure you bring the foundation as close as possible to the eyebrows to make sure you blend out the other foundation that you use to cover up the concealer around the eyebrows. Next, I'll be using Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium Tan Golden. Next, I'll be using the Real Technique brush 402. This is my first time using it. I see a lot of YouTubers use it, so I need to see what this is about. And honestly, I love it. I love the finishing product. I love how it blends down the concealer, and it was easy to work with. I love it, and I need to order me some more. Now I have to grab some more of their products to give it a try, but this by far is my favorite blending brush from now on. Now to soften around the edges of the concealer, I go back with my regular foundation brush to make sure there's no line of demarcation. Now to contour her, I'll be using MAC Cosmetic Studio Fix Fluid in the number NW48. So with my same foundation brush, I'll be using to contour or blend out her contour in. I've been doing her makeup since she was in high school. She just graduated Alabama University, and I'm so happy for her. She majored in dance, and she was just telling me all about like her new journey, what she's going through, and she's going to be a dance coach now, or dance professor at a new college. So we're just catching up. Now I'm going to use the Real Technique brush to help me blend down the lines near the nose. So I just apply a little bit more concealer underneath the eye because I did not set it right away, so to me it looked like it was cracking up. Next, I'll be using Benign Cosmetic Natural Setting Powder to set underneath her eyes and her face. And then to set her overall face, I'll be using MAC Cosmetics Skin Finisher in the shade Dark. Now, if you're having trouble with making that nose narrow, you can always use this little trick and add a concealer straight down the middle of the nose and come back and blend it out. Now I'm going to bake her with some banana powder by Banana Cosmetics. Next, I'll be using a mixture of Juvia's Place. I forgot the name of the kit, but I know it's green. I'll list that in the description box. Now onto the lips. I'm going to remove her lip gloss. Then I'm going to place some foundation on her lips just to erase it, to give it a nice clean one even tone. Then I'm going to set her lips. Then I'm going to redo her lips after I set her lip with some setting powder. So the pencil I'm using is from MAC Cosmetic called Chestnut, and the lipstick that I'll be using is Myth by MAC Cosmetic. I know you guys be like, I slapped the lipstick on. Yes, I do, but I blend it out when I'm done. And for the lip gloss, I think the name of this shade is Nymphet by MAC Cosmetic. I'll list it in the description box. Make sure you blend down all the baking powder, because if you take a picture, you will get a flashback. So blend it down as much as possible. Now I'm using the Black Gradient Contouring Palette, and the shade that I'm using on her is called Sculpt. This palette is really cool when it comes to giving the makeup an extra kick. Now to pop her eyes out, she loves white, so she told me put some white liner. Now you remember I put the eyelash base, now I'm adding the real mink lash on top to give it an extra kick. Look how fast it took me just to glue it on top of the other mink lash. Now I'm just using my tweezer to secure it to make sure it's nice and tight. Now I'm just smudging the shade that I use in her crease underneath her eyes. Then I'm just pulling out her bottom lashes with some mascara. Then I'm going to use this NYX Pearl White pigment to give her center corner a little pop. I love bronzer. This bronzer is by Juvia's Place. I'll list that in the description box. You have two ways of applying it. You can mist the face first, then apply it, or apply it dry. When you set your face, then apply the bronzer, it amplifies the shimmer. Now this is the time I fix, change, or rearrange anything that I see or did not like. Okay, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And please comment and let me know what you think. I will promise you I will be back on it again.